for joining me as we explore another exciting avenue on the path of the seeker. Today we are covering the Hebrew letters associated with the tarot key cards depicting the path of the seeker. Our first Hebrew letter is Ayin. Both of my sources agree that Ayin symbolizes discernment through perception and insight. It begins the Hebrew word for eyes. As we begin to grow spiritually, we start to see the interconnections of all things and the hidden patterns of meaning. Normally, however, we go through our days with limited vision. Ayin also starts the Hebrew word for tree. This is significant because, as Edward Hoffman explains, in the Kabbalah, every form in the universe, including ourselves and one another, is regarded as a tree of life, filled with the radiance of God. The Torah itself is a tree of life, with beautiful branches reaching into all aspects of human existence. Ayin is also associated with the word for wellspring, which is written exactly like Ayin except that it is combined with the letter Mem. Mem represents purifying waters. The numerical value of Ayin is 70. There were 70 archetypical nations of Israel. In the story of Babel, God punished the people of that generation by splitting their speech into 70 languages. The Talmud states that the Torah, the Hebrew word for Bible, was given simultaneously in all 70 languages. When Jacob, his sons, and their children went to Egypt, their total was 70. The sages teach that even though the Torah is one unified entity, it has 70 faces or facets of interpretation. This hints at the underlying unity of multiplicity. The Hebrew Kabbalistic text associates Ayin with the liver, anger, the Safra Hokman, referred to as wisdom on the Kabbalah tree of life, and with the zodiac sign of Capricorn. Since Ayin is associated with Capricorn, the Sefer Yetzirah suggests that a person born in that sign must approach the reviving powers of the wellspring in order to gain the third eye of wisdom. Since Capricorns tend to suffer from pride and career obsession, they need to connect to the energy of the astrological sign of Cancer, which is on the opposite side of the zodiac and represents receptivity and water. Daniela also explains that the liver is poisoned by anger and pride. To right this, an individual needs to be humble and react with restraint in relationships. When we learn to worry less about our pride and choose to honor others, we attain health and wisdom. Wow, there is a lot to meditate on when it comes to the Hebrew letter of Ayin. Once again, it's time to pull out your journal. You can head over to my blog by clicking on the link I've provided in the description box below. I will have a sound meditation YouTube video from Temple Sounds embedded in that page, along with the image of Ayin so that you can meditate on it. Write down any thoughts or impressions you have while listening to the sound meditation and studying this Hebrew letter. For me, Ayin reminds me of the Egyptian image that John Van Auken described as a depiction of spirit. That image is of two upraised hands without a head. Thank you, brave soul, for taking this journey with me. I hope that it is as revelatory for you as it was for me.